Hey guys, what's up? It's me again. You know me. Right now it's like 11 o'clock in Spain, and normally I don't want to upload a lot of videos, but something happened. Not something good. So I just wanted to point it out. It seems to be quite interesting. I believe yesterday I saw a few videos of a car. Everybody is looking. I was like, that's interesting. And now it just came out. They found out who the guy is. Look, breaking news. A Waukesha massacre suspect was previously arrested for running over a woman with this car. Daryl Brooke Jr., the suspect of the tragedy in which the car plowed into an ongoing parade, killing 5 and injured at least 40, has been found to have been arrested previously for running a woman over with his car. How could somebody go to prison, get released, and he's allowed to drive a car? You know, it's kind of weird. And I blame the whole justice system because they were like making it easy. A lot of these people are getting released with very low bonds. When somebody says it's €1,000 or whatever bond, I believe you only have to pay 10%. So somebody just had to go to this guy, hey, take here, $100 after you drove over a person. He was released on 11th, so that is, wow, after having posted what is being called an inappropriate low bill of $1,000 in a domestic violence case against him, which is still very much ongoing according to this Milwaukee bada beam bada boom. According to the local outlet Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, even more shockingly, Brooke has been charged 3 times in a period of less than 2 years of time. All 3 charges stem from what is called his reckless endangerment of the safety of others. The case in which he was let go for $1,000 bill has seen him arrested on the November the 5th. The Journal-Sentinel reported further that in the particular case, a woman told police Brooks purposely ran her over with his vehicle while she was walking through a gas station parking lot after he had followed her there after a fight. According to a criminal complaint, this woman was hospitalized for her injuries, court records show. Okay.
I'll say this, minutes after this occurred, I responded with a fire weapon, or did discharge his firearm and fired shots at the suspect to stop the threat, but due to the amount of people had to stop and fire no up, did not fire any other additional shots.
Could you imagine? You're trying to shoot to stop a guy, but you can't shoot because you're afraid you might shoot other people because that might be a problem. And this is bad because he just drove over people. I think there's a footage that you see from the top. I'm not gonna post it, but you just see him drive over people as if he's playing GTA 2, like the old GTA. And it was like, this guy is freaking crazy. And you know what's gonna happen? The criminal system is gonna be now worse against black people. That's what I feel, at least. Because the fact that this happened and almost nobody is covering the news other than local news, but all those NBC, CNN or whatever, they're not covering this. So this biased way of treating crime is gonna make people a little more, I don't know, susceptible to anger when nobody cares about something and you only care about certain news. And it just disgusts me how separated we are when these things happen. Look at this, old ladies got crashed, 79, 71, think you're just chilling. Look here, 52, 81, 52, 71, 79. It's like you just drove over a bunch of people just for fun. And these died. There's kids too that got drove over and they're still in the hospital.
The children's and 10 of them were admitted to the pediatric intensive care unit.
Pediatric. So we're talking about kids very small.
I'll briefly go through their conditions, but will not share any specific details about individual patients. Currently, we have 6 patients who we list in critical condition, 3 that are in serious, and 1 that is in fair. We also have 8 other patients that are listed in fair condition that are not in the intensive care unit and are in other units within the hospital.
Is this guy okay? My husband said, I just remember him saying, is that guy trying to go around the parade? And I looked over, and as I looked over, I started to hear a lot of screaming and just saw a red SUV coming towards us. So all I could think of was to get my family back. And as we were getting back, I heard and saw the people being hit, but what you could do more than seeing is hearing, and just that sound was insane. So we got back towards the building we were standing in front of, and as he went by, it was like everybody keeps saying, it was just kind of slow motion.
Somebody literally drove by right in front of us, hit a whole crowd of kids.
I'm a nurse, and my mother-in-law was saying, can you go and help people? Can you go and help people? So I went out there. The first gentleman we saw on the ground had people by him. He was alert and oriented, awake. So we moved on from him across the road, and that's when we came across the little boy that was in the road, turning purple. I didn't really have to do CPR on him, but I felt his neck for a pulse, and he had one, but his eyes were barely open, and his face, all I can remember is his sweet little innocent face was purple. He wasn't really with us.
He wasn't stopping. He went through all 6 blocks of the parade, and I think his motive was really pure evil. So,
and what blows my mind is that it's all kids in the parade. Like, it's
kids. Just a parade of kids.
I'm a father, you guys know. And the fact when I see people do these horrible things, the more I love my kids, the harder I want to punish other people, you know? Because it's not like having a kid, being there, maintaining a family in this society is easy. It's never was easy. It's just a lot more social. I just think socially it's a lot harder now, you know? It's kind of weird. The fact that this guy could, I mean, if it's in my island Curacao, we won't have sympathy with certain men like this. But now we have to have sympathy because they're marginalized for some weird reason? Nah, man. This breaks my heart, man. So if you might be thinking, what do you mean with socially? I'm gonna show you. I'm not trying to minimize the tragedy of Waukesha at all. FFS, why not a Trump rally? Seems like a win-win to me. I'm like, why? Karma doesn't hit random people. None of these people deserve this. And why didn't we do anything either? Our criminal justice system has little justice. Don't blame a whole state for that. And don't claim karmic justice for random innocent people for being killed and injured. The blood of Kyle Rittenhouse victim is on the hands of Wisconsin citizens, even the children. I'm like, why? From the image that you can see here right now, this guy is a registered sex offender in Nevada. Okay? In one of his deleted videos, he defended his actions saying he was pimping the hoe. Okay? Another lady, Mary Lemensky, I firmly believe in the right of the freedom of speech. I also believe that you must be willing to accept responsibility and the consequences of your action for the free speech. I unfortunately made some remarks that were not good taste regarding the Waukesha tragedy yesterday. I'm accepting the consequences of my free speech, and so I have resigned as a social media manager, and the Democratic Party of DuPage County has accepted my resignation. Well, yeah, that's because you want to look respectful. They just freaking fired you. That's what I'm gonna believe. You can say those stupid stuff. White supremacies, bram, that's bad. Black supremacy, what? You know? People, there were babies there. Kids show. This guy had all the weird stuff that you see sometimes there on Facebook when they're complaining. Cops instruction on how to kill black people. Posting these gangster stuff like this. And sometimes it's kinda harmless. Nobody cares about it. But sometimes it does eat specific black people's head. And they start acting on it. The amount of people that actually were happy saying that, hey man, this is justice for Kyle Rittenhouse, in a way like karma there, karma here. Good, because it's a bunch of white people.
Hey, I'm a black guy. So I'm not, saying that because I'm not, a white guy walks or saying black guys did it.
Okay.
But this is what her daughter said.
Rick, I should inform you right now, you are on live television. So we
Oh, really?
everything you say we are using. So we wanna be careful.
Well, I'm telling you, okay.
And
got you.
we are going to, listen, you are an eyewitness account and we're taking you at your word. We are going to work to confirm these details.
Okay, this is just messed up. The driver from the incident in Waukesha will claim self-defense. It's the new normal. Remember, I mentioned that Kyle Rittenhouse. Have we learned what color the driver of the SUV was in Waukesha? So right-wing media can decide if running over people on a Christmas parade was terrorism, mental illness, or someone acting on perceived self-defense? White supremacy caused this. Either a white supremacist actually did this, like killer Kyle Rittenhouse, or was the last resort or a victim of white supremacy. Either way, we people caused this. It's okay the driver in Waukesha was afraid for his life, defending himself from an unarmed holiday crowd. This is Wisconsin's law now. We need to know the authenticity of the driver. Why do you need to know the authenticity? I don't even care. A person shouldn't even do this. The fact that you keep talking about this way and always have an excuse. If he's black, somebody made him crazy. If he's white, he is crazy. You're always right because you're so stupid. It's self-defense or terrorism. The MAGA's violent action of ruining Wisconsin's. People get involved now. Murderers in Waukesha next, Milwaukee next, Kenosha just to 20 minutes. Get some gun control in that state and stop legislature from this criminal activity. Take your state Wisconsin. Well, they were trying to shoot this guy, but if they didn't have any weapon, maybe it would have gotten worse, right? The red SUV was acting in self-defense, another Dumbo. That actually gave me the heebie-jeebies. There's the one GTA version from the top. I'm not gonna bother show that, but people, we need to stop this. This has to change. This whole politicizing thing, it's creating more problem. Even if you feel like you're losing, even if you don't feel like you haven't progressed, we are progressing. The fact that you're denying the progress is making it worse. So if we're going to progress and you can't even see it, or you're just gonna compare like, why I didn't progress as much as you? Well, stay in your stupid hole. I'm done with this. When things happen to kids and you can justify it and make these comments, maybe you shouldn't live in a free country. Appreciate what you get. Most immigrants appreciate when they come here, especially those more family oriented, not the criminals. They just want to chill. And they don't care about progressive. They just care about peace of mind. Anyway, man, reached the end of the video. I made my point. You can make your point with a like, a comment, and we'll stay in touch. Okay? Peace, people.